to a staircase, right, in the projects, and literally that was gonna be like just in and out, like, you know what I'm saying? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Life with Nani. Many of you guys don't know this, but since I was 8 years old, I actually was very religious. It lasted all the way until I got into high school. My first year of high school, I told myself that I wasn't gonna be that person anymore, only because I used to get bullied in middle school because I was so religious, you know? They used to call me Virgin Mary, whatever that meant. But I got so tired of it, of the bullying and everything, that when I got into high school, I said I'm gonna come into high school with a different persona. You know, I'm not gonna come with the same, I'm not gonna be the same person I was in middle school. So I get into high school, and I have like one friend. Her and I were inseparable. She used to tell me all the time, she used to be like, oh, you know, like, have you lost your virginity yet? And I'm like, I used to be very religious, you know, like I thought that was like the biggest sin of all. I'm like, no, I'm actually still a virgin, you know, I don't want to get pregnant yet, you know. And she's like, girl, you don't have to, you know, you could have sex without getting pregnant. Like, she was so knowledgeable at this time about these things. And I'm like, okay. I didn't really think too much of it because I was like, you know, like, let me just, yeah, I'm not into it, right? It was very hard for me to even talk about sex at this time, mainly because I was like, the word of God was literally like in my brain, and it says you cannot have sex, it's adultery unless you're married, you know, so with the person, obviously. So I was always thinking about that when somebody always talked to me and told me like, hey, did you and so did it yet? Are you guys? And I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, that's lame, like, he doesn't really love you. And I'm like, oh shit, like, maybe they're right, like, why isn't, you know? So anywho, him and I spoke about it. I told him that I wasn't really ready. He said, you know, he'll make me feel comfortable, whatever, even though it was also his first time doing it. So I was like, you know what, I see me marrying this guy, so whatever, fuck it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I still do believe in love, and I did believe in love back then. So I believe that, you know, him and I were meant for each other. Obviously I was wrong, but at that time, that was all I could think about. So I said, you know, fuck it, like, it doesn't hurt, you know, like, it wouldn't hurt to lose my virginity to somebody that I know that I'm gonna eventually end up marrying. Boom, we spoke about it. And we came to a conclusion that we were going to do it that same day. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's get this over with. I lived with my parents at the time. He lived with his parents. So we didn't have anywhere else to do it. So what did we do? Sorry. We went to a staircase, right, in the projects. And literally, that was going to be like just in and out. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't work like that for me. What you're thinking, you're probably like, Nani, really? A staircase in the projects? Listen, I was like 17 at the time. He was the same age, you know, we didn't know any better. You feel me? Like, I didn't know any better, you know, like, so that's where we went. It didn't exactly happen the way that I thought it would happen, though. We eventually like gave up, and, you know, like, it didn't happen. So we spoke and we came to the conclusion that it would have been better, you know, on a bed, obviously. So he waited until his mom went to work, and we skipped school that day. And you know what's so funny? It was on Regents Week. We skipped school that day, and we went, you know, to his apartment, to his house. He snuck me in, and we got on the bed. Now we're on the bed, and he starts taking off my pants. It's getting really hot. Anywho, we end up having sex, okay? You know, penetration happens. And if I can tell you the way that it felt for me, I literally felt like it didn't, like, not to say that it didn't feel right, but it hurt, you know. Like in the beginning it hurt, and then after it felt better, but it hurt, you know, like. And it hurt me so much that I didn't think that we were doing it right. But after that, you know, the only thing that was going through my mind was, you know, now he'll never leave me. Like, we're bonded for life. Boy, I was so naive when I was growing up. Anywho, if I can, honestly, I don't want to say that I would change anything about my past or about anything that, you know, like, you know, if I can be honest with you, I would have like held out on losing my virginity. I would have kept it very close to me if I knew how, you know, valuable it really is. But some people don't really see that. At that time, all I was thinking about was him. You know, I thought he was my Prince Charming. So, I hope you enjoyed the video of my embarrassing moment of how I lost my virginity. Peace out.